Good morning, Oak Barrel members and friends. Got a tip here from the Oak Barrel crew, which is all about Japanese whiskey. And it is something we get asked a lot about at the Oak Barrel here, because we are sort of one of the major proponents of Japanese whiskey in Sydney at the moment. And so one of the frequently asked questions we get is, well, what is the stylistic flavour of Japanese whiskey? And I suppose it can best be summed up by a whiskey like the Hibiki 12-year-old here, which, as opposed to a Scottish style, is very light, fresh, elegant and harmonious, as opposed to a Scottish style, which is all about those big, bold and brash flavours. So this one here, the Hibiki 12, is actually a blended malt, and that is quite a common practice in Japan. They do make a lot of blended malts, which are very high quality, and a lot of pure malts, which are single malts which are vatted together. I've got another example here of another fantastic Japanese malt, which is the Hakushu heavily peated. Now this one here comes from a distillery which is quite unique in many ways, situated very high up on a mountain range, and so what you get is a differential in air pressure, which actually changes the way the still works, and gives a lot more floral lift to it, to the actual end resulting whiskey, as well as that heavily peated character as well. We've got another example here, the very last one, which is the Chichibu The First. Now this one is created by a gentleman called Ichiro who's a Japanese whiskey guru, and he's actually opened up this distillery, and this is the very first whiskey that they've actually put out to the market. Most of them have actually been caught up in the local market in Japan, so it's very rare to see an example of this outside of Japan. So guys, if you are interested in Japanese whiskey, feel free to come in and have a chat with us. Otherwise we'll have a number of these whiskies and some other ones on tasting at the Sydney Whisky Fair on our table. Thanks a lot guys, and see you in store.